Everybody draw 6 cards because I don't see anybody fucking sharking. We were going to have John, but something came up and he was really pissed to have to miss it because he doesn't get to play that often. So
Chris is gonna be really mad.
Chris, by mad do you mean insane? Because if so,
No, I mean angry.
Oh, right.
Because of what I just drew.
Did you buy the or did you draw the cock and Chris's ass card? Because that's a new card I put in where pretty much all of his skills go down by 5%, and yeah.
Yeah. I got the disappearing book card.
He's fucked. Because I think you're out of the books that were in
the we're out.
Is there any other magic books you can think of? Believe it or not, I have been working on researching interesting magic books and shit like that.
I can't think of any magic books.
Yeah.
Chris, do you know any others besides the one you have?
Yeah, the book that had the original gate to Beastkin.
Good save, Chris. Please make a note somewhere that has gone the fuck away.
Okay.
Well saved. Now, are you wanting to limited master plan that card to say fuck your book, Chris? That will make him mad. And then stick your thumb right up his old chocolate whizway. That will make him mad. I was mad making the book go away. He may even enjoy
I'm going to play Training Time and Insta Hero, because why not?
Chris, is is your book now totally unprotected and shit?
Yep.
Believe me, I have been looking for more interesting magic books for the people and shit, but I checked I even went to old D&D. It's like all those tomes suck a cock. It's like, add one to your constitution. Fuck you. How's that? It's not even interesting.
I'm just looking for the C book or
Actually, yeah, there is that book that's on the big mousetrap. I'd make a note of that, Chris, because that is a magic book, but there's nothing interesting about it because it's still on the mousetrap, I believe.
No, I took it off. I looked at it.
Yeah, there's nothing interesting about it, but it is kind of magical.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think it does anything, but it's magical.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Mousetrap book.
Yeah, mousetrap book. So there you go. You've got one more book between the cool book and cock in the ass.
I gotta look up Al Azif and his Necronomicon. That'll work too. I'll accept that. My sanity is not. It needs to be much frailer than it is as well.
Well, the nice thing is that in this campaign, the mythos shit is not a limiter.
Is it a nice thing? Oh.
Oh. Well, it's better than the old days when it's like, I've got 60% mythos, so my maximum sanity is 40.
Yeah, but that was so much more powerful. I mean, Clutch was almost maxed out. I could phase through anything. I could go through walls. Granted, I'd be naked on the other side. I could still do it.
Can you put your mic further from your mouth? Because otherwise you come in loud and clear. And I'm trying to balance you with Alex, who is like a soft-spoken motherfucker. We'll get him a bullhorn for Christmas. He'll be nice. So anyway, I'm just imagining. Projecting.
Who's this Alex person? I only know Freddy.
That's right, Nick.
I hate you both.
That's true. So, yeah, I have been changing the spell credit to Freddy on all that shit, which
I've noticed.
Dude, look at it this way. You are so popular in the group that you have a fucking nickname.
Yay.
And it's not like Cockdongo or some crap like that. So, yeah, you've got a pretty good nickname, actually.
Hey, my nickname for the longest time, and still is at times, Chris Tacos. So, I mean, hey, Freddy's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Pooh Bear.
Or, yeah, Pooh Bear's another one. That one I don't mind as much, actually. The Chris Tacos is This reminds me that I was once a poor boy and nobody loved me.
He was a poor boy from a poor family. Anyway, so you guys are sitting around in the massive room, one of the massive rooms of the White Dove. The butler comes in and he goes, like, the fuck is, oh, and he's like, hello, yes, I'm glad that you are here. We are going to, it's been literally months since we've had any influx of cash, so we're critically running out.
What? We gave you some not too long ago. What happened?
You've been gone for, people have been gone for months. Nobody's shown up here for months.
All right, how much do we have left?
We should be able to struggle through the end of this month, he says. That leaves us about 2 weeks. Given what has been going on, I've had a word with the staff. We would be willing to relocate if you have a different place that you would like to have us. The only thing we're not sure on is the giant magical painting of the library. We're not sure what you want done with that. I can have people to professionally remove it from the frame and carefully roll it up and such. But where I don't know if you have another place that's big enough for that.
We might. Can you give us a moment, please? I need to speak with Doc privately.
He nods, turns, leaves. Wonders if you'll mysteriously diss the fuck up here again.
Doc, do they know about the whole cleanse and all that? Can they use it or no? I'm guessing not, right?
No, he doesn't.
Alright, well, the only place I can think of is the embassy.
Dun, dun, dun.
I don't know how to get them there. Any ideas?
Hold on. I know we had a bunch of magical crap loot that I don't think anybody gave fucks about. What's that?
I think it had been sold already.
Has it?
Uh-huh.
Oh, no, we have in MMO land, we have the magical helmet, the broken armor.
That's pretty nice magical loot, though. I thought the PCs would want that.
I mean, it's either that or we use the White Dove.
That's the shit that has like 1 charge and 5 charges and
no, it's
charges.
Different shit.
Check the MMO land PC storage folder. It's in there.
It
tells you what it does and everything. Yeah. Yeah, besides that, I don't know what else we have. I wonder how much my flaming sword would sell for. Probably not that much.
Oh, the helmet of headbutting?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's like 3 different items, I believe.
Yeah, it's all there. 2 of them need repair, though.
Yeah.
Besides that, I don't know what else.
Yeah, magic doesn't sell for as much in this campaign as it does in something like D&D, because D&D makes no goddamn sense. It's like, would you like to eat for 5 years or have a sword that gives you a slightly better chance to hit at +1? Which would you want? Eat? No, wrong. Sword.
We still have that massive Chris in the embassy, the one that we caught from MMO land. That might be worth.
But that's weird colored. Don't forget
Yeah, it's weird colored, and we don't know how they'll react to it.
Mm-hmm.
No, I've already sold one of those here.
Oh, have you? So then I'll mark it off then.
Well,
No. I've sold one of those here.
Oh, okay.
And it did sell for a good amount, is what I'm saying.
Oh, well,
it was enough to keep the place. It was good enough to keep the place afloat for like another couple months, I believe. But no, without a regular influx of money, we just keep on like getting treasure and selling it. Here's what it comes down to. Mm-hmm. We just need to find a way to.
Can't we there's a theater in the damn White Dove that no one uses. Why don't we get someone to rent it as a Broadway kind of stage or something, and have people come and watch theater and pay us rent or something?
So you want strangers wandering around your PC hideout?
I mean, no. I don't know how else we're gonna make money from the White Dove.
What do they need here? Is what it comes down to.
What, in Gothic? Or in the White Dove?
Nobody knows because none of you guys are businessmen. You are basically, at best, people showing up with backpacks of shit going, will anybody buy this? What would you like to give me for it? I'll take it. Thank you. Good day.
Yeah, I don't know what that is here. Well, we have 2 weeks. Well, okay. We do have one more quest in the MC. One of the big ones. If we need to, we can sell that. Otherwise, we need to find another reliable source of income. If we want to keep this place up. Which I'm assuming we do, because it's kind of nice.
It's nice, but honestly, the PCs don't really seem to use it for anything other than spawning into, just as an FYI. In other words,
I know.
You pretty much spawn in here and go, we're off. Butler's like,
well, and the library's here as well. So
right, but that's portable.
Yeah.
Let's go talk to let's go talk to Janet.
Okay.
We go to the painting. We go inside.
Give me an essence times 5 not to go. Because it'll make me laugh if you do.
I don't want a tick. Ooh.
Well, it doesn't give you a tick unless I call for it times 3.
I know.
Oh.
I know.
No, you guys head on in. Janet and her team of 20-some people are in there. She's reading some book on the politics of the 6th circle of hell. Like, the fuck is this bullshit? She looks up, sets it aside. Doc Fulton, Freddy.
How goes, Janet?
Fine. She twitches her ears. Are we under attack? Is there any reason I should be anxious? Is Freddy trying to make popcorn? Do we need to vacate?
A dark look just passes over my face.
She looks a bit alarmed.
No.
All right. So nothing bad's going on?
Not here.
Great. She relaxes slightly. Several of the people go back to what they were doing. They were like,
okay, so what we were considering doing is we don't really, our group doesn't really do much here in Gothic.
I don't know what you're talking about. We don't really leave this painting much except to get food and shit. However, having servants making the food for us is really phenomenal. We really appreciate that.
Which I get.
Yeah, it lets us work more, and they also do our laundry. I don't know how they get the sheets as white as they do. I suspect magic.
So, what would you think of if we took the painting and brought it back to Kinleyville.
No, not with the you know what there. That hasn't been dealt with. Too dangerous. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know
We
what you're
need to
talking
deal
about,
with.
Janet. I would really like to know what you're talking about. Tell me what you're. She grabs Freddy and starts shaking him. Tell me what you're talking about. What do you mean, Freddy?
Well, I'm. You know what? Doc's gonna tell you.
She releases you. Looks at Doc. Well,
so I guess there's an undead army marching around in MMO land. So now hold on a second.
When you say army,
yeah,
how big of army are we talking about here?
Oh, maybe a couple thousand.
Oh my God, we got to get back and help defend the place. What do you mean? It's our home.
Yeah, but you're a librarian. What are you gonna do? Read a book to the
No, she's much more than just this is all like. What are you talking?
She gives Freddy some extra hard shakes.
Okay, so would it be easier if we just brought the painting back there and staged from there, or do you want to keep it here? We can't, we're having problems affording this place and its upkeep.
Is there anywhere else we could put it? Because if, something bad happens in MMO land, as you call it, then the painting will be lost.
The Australian embassy in Beastkin.
The embassy, Beastkin, the magic there is a little.
It's hard to use there.
Iffy. Yeah.
Would it be harder to get in and out of the painting?
Yes.
We don't. Would it? Okay.
Probably.
Do you own any other stuff in any other place that would be easy to get in out of the painting, but is safe?
No. Not that I can think of.
Burlington, but
no, magic doesn't work easily there.
We know magic doesn't work with a shit there, she says. And that's when Chris's internet failed him.
Oh, no, I turned down my bandwidth is all. I was getting some choppiness.
Okay. She says, I'm not really sure what to do with this, but I'm going to have to leave. We've got plenty of non-combative librarians. I got to get back to Kinleyville if there's a major thing going there. She tells the other guys, find books on the undead and how to defeat them. And then she starts demanding, specifics on what kind of undead from you guys so that they can look for stuff. Words are their weapons.
Liches, like large skeletons, zombies,
mummies, yeah. That's whole thing.
The whole gambit.
Ghouls as well.
Like that. Ghouls? What kind of ghouls? Yeah, I've got that.
I describe what I saw.
Definitely not ghoul friends.
We've got this. It's a book on all the undead by somebody named Loomsy. All right, bring that, she says.
Just not the polishing bones one, is it?
Yeah, keeping your skeletons are whitest, the beginner's guide to necromancy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, it's signed, he says.
I still think we should find Loomsy and have him be like, hey, do you want these? You need to take them with you, but you can have them.
Wow, he would fucking snap them all up. Voice control undead. Follow me and dance.
Well, yeah.
Not the first time.
Oh.
Hot one. Well, the new dice rolling thing that Freddy gave me seems to be working a treat. So, anyway.
So we don't know any way to get to the halfway end then at this point.
Okay, she says.
No, Freddy, we have no way to get there.
No,
the chalk doesn't work at all.
Last time we tried it, it just fizzled. We'll try again if you want, but
it did use up a charge of the chalk, but it did fizzle.
I'll try to use it from here.
It uses up a charge of the chalk, and it fizzles.
Can I see what? I'm gonna pop a charge, do another one, so I can see what happens.
Okay, mark off charge from the glasses and the thing, and give me an analyze magic, you Studley sorcerer.
I really need a pair of those glasses.
I'm surprised you haven't gotten one.
We can get some here,
Yeah.
With what money?
Well,
it's not my fault you don't know how to keep yourself in money.
Essentially, it's trying to make the connection. Yeah. Everything's fine on your end, but it's almost like the number you've dialed has been disconnected or is no longer in service type of thing.
He's still moving then. That's probably what's going on.
Or he has a new number. Yeah. So, question. How familiar are you with, what was his name? Vespino, Vespin, the owner? How well do you know him?
Not very well.
Damn. Well, there goes the Trump idea.
Oh no, at your guys' level, you'd need him fucking standing in front of your ass.
Yeah.
Right, although that's probably a really neat idea to do at some point, other than the fact that you guys currently suck at making Trumps. But yeah, just so you know, everything is done for Amber Powers. There may be some shit added in later or whatever, but yeah, fucking if Chris says I'm gonna go do Logris right now, I'm ready for it. Look at Chris having flashbacks.
Well, I did Logris. I did do Pattern last time, so
flashbacks.
Yeah, I don't know of any other place.
The librarians are working a frenzy. Janet is just kind of hanging out and listening to you guys, though.
What about? I've never been there really, but what about Canada? Any place there?
Oh, Canada, our home and... Oh, sorry. Never been there. So,
I take it Smurf City is out of the question.
The who?
Smurf City. Smurfland.
Everybody loves Smurfland.
I've never been there. I've heard stories.
Cool. Do you want to go there? Go there with a whole stick of butter.
No.
That's ominous. Oh man.
And you're not going to use it for what you think you're going to use it for either.
Janet's now taking notes on some of the shit you guys are saying and stuff. She stopped writing when you said butter, though, and just kind of looks at you like, how perverted are you, really?
You've never been to Smurfville.
Janet says, give me a luck roll there, Alex. Sorry.
Well, my name is Freddy. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck. I'm working on it.
Luck roll.
Yeah. Cool. She says, Chris, do you remember how much you paid for your magic goggles, or did you get them in loot somewhere?
I think I got them in loot somewhere, but I was going to go get some for him if he wanted some. Does Janet want some magic goggles?
Janet would like some magic goggles. Logan would like to find out how much they cost and is wildly trying to look it up. Let's see. This is the problem is that aside from Janet says, aside from the government being a super totalitarian dictatorship, because I don't know.
Is there any pattern around me?
Negative.
Okay.
She says, I don't know if you're aware of the current political situation, but there has been a rash of assassinations within the council, and one of the guys, Logan forgets his name, she knows it, has taken over as dictator. With the council, it's pretty much more puppety now. But yeah, it's quite restrictive. The government is pretty fucking evil here, but it is a really useful zone.
Okay. Let me go out and get some glasses. Don't go back to MMO Land yet.
She says, do you have a spirit pentagram? They're going to ask for that if you're buying stuff that's magic, because if you don't, then the only way you could use is if you're a monster, and then they would kill you.
Look, was it stripped off when I walked past her?
Oh God, yes. That was like an ongoing light spell, and pattern. Pattern is the hard fuck you to all shit that's going on you, which is good and bad.
Well, I can always go and get another fake tattoo put on, right?
Don't they check those or something?
She says, I think that'd be super expensive.
Is it?
Yeah. You can give me a memory roll if you want to remember how much Dragon Dawn, if he's even still around, because it's been literally like a year since you've even talked to him.
Got it.
It was like $1,000 or $2,000.
Oh, was it?
Uh-huh. Does Freddy know about the spirit pentagrams?
Nope. I know you need some kind of special tattoo or whatever to buy magic items, but that's it.
Yeah, none of her people have any of that shit because these guys are not roguish type people who can find out about that kind of stuff. And honestly, they haven't been interested enough in the zone to have a couple of spies and shit.
And we don't have the money to have a network anyway.
Right. Oh yeah. This zone does have a lot of super useful shit, but it's definitely a money suck.
Well, as I said, we have the Chris in the embassy. If we really need the money now. But yeah.
Well, Janet says if you were to, you say your Chris is weird. If you were to bring in a big weird Chris, did you sell big weird Chris before? Or?
Once, a while ago.
Well, the questions might get brought up and stuff. We've been doing our best to stay under the radar and shit. Because, like I said, the government has recently had a shakeup. They have secret police and shit like that wandering around. We've been doing our best to keep off their radar.
Gestapo's around, huh?
Uh-huh. And, of course, they have the resistance.
Sorry. Weird flashback just happened. My bad.
Okay, well,
yeah, she says it's definitely been getting grim for a lot of the people, but whoever's become in charge is smart enough to leave the standard people alone.
Okay.
So it's mostly just the bigwigs and stuff.
All right, well, here's the thing. And I know I keep going on about this, but hear me out. If we deal with the zombie horde, eventually, and we get the spice trade sorted out, one of the dwarven clans is willing to pay gold and gems for the spices.
She says, "Are you talking about the Snow Shield clan?"
Yeah, them.
Oh, I think they're going to war with us soon because Alex Kinley has one of their ancient cursed artifacts that, according to ancient dwarven prophecy, is going to end their world, if not the world. And so they are demanding him die. And of course, everybody in Kinleyville said, "We're going to kill you instead." And so I think both sides are gearing up for war.
All right. How hard is it to make a realistic looking head of Alex Kinley?
She looks at you for a long time. She then slowly turns to Doc Fulton and goes, "So there is that. I'm not sure how you guys are going to deal with that, but we're expecting several hundred angry dwarves on our doorstep."
Okay.
And apparently now an undead horde. She glares at Freddy as though it's his fault.
I didn't do it this time.
If they're on fire, then we know it was you.
Well, they did set a town on fire, but...
She looks like she's ready to backhand Freddy at this point.
I didn't do anything.
She does not believe you.
Although I was there when it kind of happened. No,
I understand, Janet. This is a daily occurrence for me.
She's holding one hand with the other for some reason, as though if she doesn't, then it may unrestrained fly at Freddy.
It's okay. I understand. You need to keep that pimp hand strong, but I would rather you didn't do that.
All right. Well, she says, "I don't know what you guys are going to do, but I've noticed that whatever you do either positively or negatively affects our lands. I suspect, though, because I've been doing a lot of studying, that if you weren't to do anything, it might eventually get worse for us because we know there's a lot of threats around us, and we've had a super easy time of it in the plains with lots of farming and forest and shit like that. But I'm not sure what to do." She looks
right.
I think we need to get those gems back. You know the gems, right?
Yeah, they got sold here.
No, they're in Beastkin somewhere.
Oh, they got sold in Beastkin?
Yeah.
Well, that's not a huge world where they could literally be on the other side of a continent by now.
Uh-huh.
I mean, we can talk to the jeweler, see what he knows, and...
That'll be a new fun quest for you. That should suck up all of today and maybe tomorrow, tracking down those stones. I love it.
I mean, if they are the cause of this, we need to find them and put them back.
But see, we don't know for sure that we
don't know. Yeah.
So, I mean, that's like going and taking care of a symptom, and then look, there's still a big problem.
Jan's like, was he responsible for whatever he's talking about?
Not me. Not this time.
I was present, but no, I didn't do
the other one.
Oh, no.
No.
He's a puppy.
She looks disappointed.
He's just a fiery puppy.
She glares at him as though he may try to set fire to the library at any moment.
Let me see if I can get you those glasses. I'll let you know soon. Like, give me a day, and then you can go, and then you should go back to MMO Land to help. Okay.
One day. All right.
One day. All right. We leave. Oh, have you been cataloging all of your finds?
You do the Columbo exit where you go roll around. Of course, she says, we've been reorganizing and everything. It's taking a long time. She's found a bunch of books that would be interesting to anybody who had to learn skills that way, as opposed to, bing, I'm better at shit.
Right. I'm just curious, have you found anything on a guy named Max Bailey at all?
No, but we have found one of the most valuable books ever.
Oh?
Yes. She shows you a copy of Plumbing for Dummies. This book will revolutionize our world, she says.
Don't suppose you found anything on the pattern or anything?
Yes, we have. She goes and gets you a book on quilting patterns.
Thank you.
She hands it to you. Keep it.
Right. I'll be back.
Right. Give me. Freddy wanders into the wall a couple of times. Give me essence ×5 to grab Freddy and go through the painting back into the hallway. Yoink. And you guys are back in the hallway.
That was a willpower. It still would have made it, though.
Yeah. No problem. Then you wander over. The butler is waiting patiently to find out what the fate of stuff is.
So, do you have a spirit pentagram?
Of course, everybody has a spirit pentagram.
Of course they do. So
he looks at the camera and then he looks back at you guys like,
take us to where we can find glasses that let you see magic.
Do you want me to just go buy you some?
How much do they cost?
About 700 plus Chris.
Okay. Here.
You have that much money?
Yeah, and can you get this one with a full Chris in it?
Yeah, the extra Chris is like 50.
Okay, so 750 gold.
Yeah. Well, not gold, silver.
Oh, silver. I take the 750 gold.
He looks at it like a hungry hippo.
So that's like, what is it? 75 silver per gold, right?
70 silver per gold.
70 silver per gold. So 10, 11, 12. There's 15. Keep the change.
Yes, sir. He grabs a couple of the guards and hurries off because he's thinking he's carrying a large amount of money.
How do you have so much money?
What?
Yeah. Keep in mind the weight of this money is a lot.
Uh-huh.
Each coin's an ounce. You're carrying 750 ounces of shit on you.
Well, no, he gave him gold, so it's less.
Yeah, no, I mean, if he's got 750 gold, then by necessity,
Oh, yeah,
he has 750 ounces plus.
Yeah, absolutely.
So pretty much he's jingling when he walks.
How many pounds? Sorry. Damn it.
Did you break your pencil?
My pencil had technical difficulties.
Essentially, it's your entire encumbrance allowance just in your gold. That's like 21 kilos, so about 40 pounds of gold is what you're lugging around.
Oh.
Oh.
It's weird because, like, at work, I fucking toss 90-pound boxes. So to me,
true.
that's...
But you don't go adventuring with 90-pound boxes. You don't climb over walls with 40 pounds of shit strapped to you. You don't try to hide and shit with all kinds of coins jingling around. They do have let me check for the bigger currency that may help you out. Bits is smaller than they have gold. It's above gold. Each coin's 25 grams of weight. Let's see. 40 coins is 1 kilogram. Most people only carry under 100 coins max. Let's see. They have each a 25-gram coin gold is worth about $1,000 in modern day money. Like, because we have crazy prices for gold and shit now. They have banknotes that you can get, but it's kind of the old-fashioned banking where it's like, I went to Chase Bank and Chase Bank issued me this note. Sometimes other banks will take it, sometimes they won't, but you can always get your money back from Chase unless they have a run on their bank, in which case they close everything. However, the people like this is their style is like the big banks, like the big secure things, and they issue basically paper notes. It's a precursor to money, like dollars and shit. But you can get bank notes. They always steal about 10%. Like, so if you were to put in 750, they take 10% off the top, and then again when you cash it.
Wow.
So it's a big scam on the bank's part. But on the other hand, you're able to cash that in, and sometimes other merchants take them as well. Yeah. That's how the rich people do shit. So find a way to get less coins on you. I mean, it's easy enough to store it somewhere if you really wanted to. I wouldn't store it in this country, but
no, that's fine.
I think right now the embassy is the PC's only really secure place because they're rich. As far as you know, you haven't been there to determine what's been going on.
Okay, the white dove looks like it's, unless we can come up with the money in 2 weeks.
I think Chris has got enough to fund it for a while if he's got 750 gold.
How much gold is it? Like when he gets back?
Pete knows the weekly cost. I'm not even sure. I think it's like a couple thousand silver a month or something like that. Oh. But I'm not sure. Did Pete write it on the white dove file?
I'll check. Hold on.
Yeah, if you didn't, you might want to leave a note. Hey, Pete, or let Pete know. Hey, if you can write down how much thing on it, we can continue to fund this fucking money pit.
There it is.
The guy comes back with the glasses. He asked you for another 2 gold. He took initiative and he bought a really good shockproof case to put him in.
Thank you.
So if you give him another 2 gold, then he won't be out of pocket. Cool. He figured you'd want that. And yeah, the Chris is hooked up to it and everything. It looks like kind of a weird science type, the big goggles and shit that kind of stick out a bit with the different lenses, and then there's a Chris sticking out the side and all that kind of shit. And it's fully charged. It's got 50 charges.
Thank you.
Of course.
So how much gold do you need to make the place go for a while?
I think. By the way, on the forums, I think it's
calculator
1460 silver, but it doesn't say if it's per week or what. I don't know.
Let's assume that that's per month, just so actually we'll make it easier. Because Pete's playing soon. If you just want to dump in X amount of gold, which is another way to save your gold or to have your gold somewhere, then this place will continue trundling on for a while.
There's 500 gold. Make this work.
Yeah. All right. I think I can do that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Right. Somebody make a note that 500 gold pieces have been added to the kitty here.
I'll just add it right now.
Thanks. And make a note to get Pete to put on the cost and stuff. Normally, if the PCs weren't doing like, we travel through the fucking desert for a few months and shit like that kind of bullshit, then time would pass much more slowly here. But they've been doing a lot of that lately.
Here, Freddy, here's 20 gold.
Okay.
Thank you. See him out.
As Doc Fulton quickly reduces his encumbrance levels.
955. 455. Shit, I only have 455 left now.
You could give a bunch to Janet and librarians and stuff. They don't spend it frivolously, but if they need stuff like war supplies or whatever, they'd be happy to get those.
I'll give them 55. Bet you 5. 55.
Okay. How many gold are you down to now?
400.
Still a pain in the ass to carry, but okay.
I'll put some in the embassy.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, how much did you say those glasses were? I forgot.
700 silvers.
So 10 gold?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then the next case is another 2 gold.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would like a pair of those, honestly. Oh, Austin, what those?
Here.
Everybody looks at you for a while.
I thought it was for her.
Oh, that's right. I'll have him go out and give him another pair. Whatever.
Mark off another 12 gold.
That's fine.
I'll mark off mine then. Or do you want to do it? Okay,
no, I got it. Okay. I got it.
Cool. How big are these? Just so I have an idea.
They're about like this big and about this big. So if you were to stack up I don't know, maybe half a dozen phones.
Okay. Quite big.
You know, assuming that they're closed and folded up, and then the case makes it a little bit bigger because it's got a lot of padding and shit.
And how many charges total?
50, and then you need to get the Chris fixed.
Okay.
Because once you've got the goggles, which are super delicate, then hence the case, then getting a new Chris is I don't know, like 10 silvers or some shit. I could look up the exact price if you want, but it's cheap enough that Doc Fulton could fart and that money might fall out of his pockets and shit.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, 20 silvers. 20 silvers plus installation, whatever they decide to charge.
I mean,
you
I'm
for
not
that.
going to run out anytime soon, so.
Yeah. Doc Fulton's, how many charges are you down to? Time to replace the Chris yet or no?
That's what he did. That's why I gave it to, like, he went and did that. I gave him extra money to do that.
Oh, I was unaware of that. Okay. Yeah. Well, you hadn't asked the price on replacing the Chris and stuff. 30 silver, so about half a gold. And he gets
I gave
Chris
him 15 gold to get my thing. And I told him keep the change.
Oh, sorry. I misunderstood. I thought the 15 gold was for the goggles. Goggles and the new Chris for you?
Oh, yeah, fine. Okay. I guess we just misunderstood.
Did you want an extra pair of goggles? I mean, there's nothing saying you can only have one. You could leave the other one somewhere else just in case yours break or something. I mean, while you've got the butler services and shit.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Okay, great. Make a note your charges are back to full in your normal goggles. You have an extra set of goggles. And if you had bought, if you'd marked off a grand total of 60 more, then you got a couple more, one for Janet, one for Freddy.
Okay.
You mark off all that?
Yeah, I added up way more. I added like, hold on.
Cool.
Let me do fucking math now.
Mm-hmm. Your fault for not having pennies painted gold in front of you.
No, they were painted with like red, blue, and white.
I still remember that. And
fucking
I also
gun
remember
casings for rations and.
I remember the PC stealing them from each other.
Chaldees would just eating more, think he's going to get bigger. Anyway.
Yeah.
Here's a quick. I got to tell this quick little story. So when I first started role playing with Logan, I played this blue mage, and I was awful, and it was hilarious. And like magic was the hardest thing on the planet to do, and like I was always fucking it up. And I like came across some water artifact, and I broke it in the desert, where this guy Chaldees was from. And like I had failed my magic, like I was a water mage, and I kept failing water magic, so it was always raining on me. I turned blue permanently. People were rubbing my belly, thinking I was a genie. It was, it was hilarious. Well, cut to like I stopped playing, and like the blue mage's shit kept fucking with this guy, right? So, and then like there like a tidal wave came and like wiped out the desert, and his thing was like, because my character's name was Thomas. He was like, Thomas. Cut to like 12 years later, maybe more. He comes over to role play with us, and we're sitting at the table, and I go, which is what I used to do all the time. And I swear to God, he lost a little bit of sanity, and he fucking got real frazzled and looked at me like, oh my God, I'm going to fucking kill you. It was so epic. I almost shit myself.
That was Dave. I remember him. Oh, man. I set up that scene too. I had like the kids playing, and I had your wheat crop is just so, and all that slice of life shit. And I was like, and then you hear a distant rumbling. He's like, big wall of water. He's like, damn it. Good times. Anyway, so after Chris figures out math and marks off a bunch of money, right.
I mean,
managed to save this place for another period of time. We'll ask Pete, just make a note of how much money you put into it and ask Pete, how long will that save it for?
Yeah, so I got it all figured out. I now have 380 gold on me, so I'm going to go deposit 300 in the embassy before we actually adventure anywhere. And I'll keep 80 on me in 2 large M&M containers.
Yeah, I mean, people that also another way that people M&M containers. Yeah, I remember that shit. People that are professional merchants, although they may lose or gain money doing it, a lot of the professional merchants get it into gems and stuff like that, because gems, you can have a small pouch of gems and that can be worth lots of gold because people are on crack.
And they also know how to bargain, which I know.
Right. Oh yeah. If you put your money into gems, then be like, I feel like supporting poor people or something.
Yeah. I want to make other people rich and make me a lot poor real fast.
Yeah. So, all right, you've gotten the finances done at last.
All right.
I present Janet with her glasses.
She is well pleased. She plays with those for a while and burns some charges and shit.
There's 50 charges on there.
Got it, she says. Yeah, these will be helpful.
But the butler here can recharge it for you. It's like a 2 gold fee to go have it done, I guess.
Okay.
Okay, cool. You're going to go back to...
if you can figure out how to make those, by the way.
Well, if we ever get the artificer type tree done and shit, then maybe.
Okay.
That'll be up to other people, but it should require lots of different skills to do.
You said you wanted to go to MMO Land? Okay.
Yeah, I have no idea where you guys are going or what you're going to be doing.
There's the thing that Kinley posted on the forums about some kind of hebba dabba dude, some kind of potion that he wants us to get for him or for us.
He wants something new to drink, I'm sure, so fuck him.
No.
Never talk that way about Alex Kinley, she says. He is like a god, except sexier.
Yeah, I know, because it was all him that went and helped all you guys in Cyberland and did all the fucking recon and went into the sewers and had his bots. Yeah, because I didn't help at all either.
That's why we named Kinley Giving after him. I thought they'd renamed it Alex Giving. Back to work, she snaps at him.
All right.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he wants us to get something useful for everyone, but I don't know.
I wouldn't say that.
So since you're the resident magic people, how do you go about stopping an undead horde?
I don't know, but as far as the dwarvish horde, the only thing that may assuage them for a bit is the spices must flow.
But I thought they didn't want anything to do with Kinleyville because of Alex.
Well, they don't, but sometimes spice talks louder than death.
Can't we just fake his death? Just to the dwarves?
Well, okay, let's say we fake his death. Now they need their big magic artifact hammer thing.
Why do they want that?
Because they want to destroy it. And last I'd heard from somebody, Alex said, fuck them, mine now. Which it's his right. He is a conquering hero. Oh, she says.
Damn it, Alex, why is it
She's
always...
thinking of Alex right now and touching herself inappropriately.
Hey! Fuck it!
She looks around wildly.
Alright, fine. I guess we'll deal with that when Alex is around. But the spices
she looks dubious, like that's not going to happen.
Alright, so we have the Horde, we have the potion that he wants everyone to take a look at, and we have the spices. We took care of the ogres. We took care of the ogres. We took care of the forest. Yeah.
And about 20 more plots. Oh, and also she says something I know about because we just had somebody come back from Kinleyville is apparently the lumber wasn't found in the northern Vit forest that is the right kind, but southern Vit forest looks to be the right kind. But there's apparently some sort of horrible monster that lives in some sort of castle and stuff. So if you could kill that off so that the lumberjacks can get to work, but they're not willing. So that's one of the holdups there. But the lumberjacks aren't willing to go out while we've got two different armies that are wanting to move in on us. You know, because then they'll be cut off from the town and possibly killed and stuff.
Yeah, the marauding horde of barbarians will take your workers.
Exactly.
I think they're more worried they'll be turned to undead.
We're going to start calling MMO land civilization pretty soon. So.
All right.
So it's because if they had if we had the ships ready, then that would give us air superiority.
You could just bomb the shit out of them undead.
They have magic. They just want to shoot the
shit. Couple of librarians. Yeah, it's like stop it.
So that's probably a good idea. We probably should go take care of the what?
Yes, the lumberjacks aren't willing to go out until the armies are no longer a threat because
remind me, Doc. Have you had the berries yet? You haven't had you. All right, well, go into the forest then.
What berries? She says.
No, don't worry.
She looks like she so wants to pimp hand Freddy into next week.
It's a special recipe I make for friends.
Oh, wait. Are you saying you're cooking?
Not in the forest. There's not going to be any cooking in that forest because then there's not going to be a forest, which means that would kind of defeat the whole purpose of all that.
Would that be so bad, though? I mean, what if forests ever do this for you?
You know, honestly, if you guys need wood, why don't you just, go to Burlington
and
just,
special wood.
Throw all the wood into the water and then just, have it all go down the drain and then it will all fall out over here.
Well, it's a different kind of wood. I'm not an expert on ships and stuff, but apparently not all wood is equal when it comes to building ships.
Oh, my God.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let me make my crafting wood roll so I know if that's true or not.
Okay. You make it?
No. Okay. That sounds plausible, I guess.
Yeah. Once again, you seem to be caught in this. We need this to happen, but we can't until we get this other thing to happen, which we can't until we get this other thing to happen, etc.
Yeah, the chain of fuck you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You're not sure why it is you always get caught up in the chain of fuck you, but once again, you're caught up in the chain of fuck you.
All right, well, let's go to MMO land and let's go to the forest, I suppose.
You're sure you can? I mean, we can deal with big. I mean, it's a big whatever is inside. I didn't see it, but it was big. I mean, I know you can become big, but
I think it's gonna be okay.
okay, fine. Lead the way, oh fearless leader.
Yeah.
As you're going out, one of the librarians stands up and goes, "Bios con Dios!" He looks totally baffled.
We leave. We go. Is Janet coming with?